First, let's talk about gathering content. So for the breakout rooms, you're going to want to have a decent amount of content gathered up for your students because it should be a challenging task. What I would suggest is first you want to figure out exactly which content you want your students to go over or review. This could be like test question reviews for STAR test at the end of the year. It could be for the end of the unit. The one I'm going to do today is for the end of the first unit for next semester. And you need to choose like 4 to 5 skills that you want your students to practice. Once you've chosen those skills, then you need to start compiling questions. So depending on the skill, if it's a more taxing skill, obviously do less questions. If it's not a particularly taxing skill, do more questions. And then each skill will become a lock once we're done creating that. So the task right now is to decide on 4 or 5 skills for your students to focus on and gather 4 to 6 questions for each skill. So it should be somewhere in the range of like 16 to 30 questions you're going to gather depending on what you're doing. So for our purposes, I'm going to make a breakout room for the beginning of next semester for my 8th grade math class. So I'm going to focus on simple and compound interest, calculator skills, real numbers, and a logic puzzle. So for instance, for simple interest, what I did to compile the questions is I went in and I searched my Google Drive and I just put in simple interest. And I kind of dug around. I looked in these notes here that we've used before. And I just went in and I used these questions. So if you look here, it says $2,000 deposit for simple interest at 6% for 2 years. This is obviously not a multiple choice question, but what I ended up doing is I took the exact same question, I kind of tweaked it a little bit, and then I created the right answer, obviously, and then I did some stuff wrong to create incorrect answers. And that's pretty much all I did. So here I just compiled questions, and I did that for every single skill. So I also found compound interest questions, calculator skills, so like how to convert numbers in the calculator, real numbers, which is organizing into different categories, and then a logic puzzle just for fun. So first, your task is just to compile some questions so that you can organize them here in just a moment. So you can put all this on a Google Doc if you'd like, so you can copy and paste really easily.